Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to try and get this first Masterverse figure review done, because I've got a few figures that I really need to get to. So it's occurred to me while I've been wanting to collect my favourite Horde members, because I loved the Horde when I was little. Sometimes I'm not going to be able to get the particular figure line I want of that character. So as you can see, these are all the cartoon collection figures of Horde, Rizlaw, Mantana, Shadow Weaver, and Leech. But I've been unable to find a Catra in the cartoon collection for a price that wasn't more than I could afford. Hence, whoops, I knew that was going to happen. Hence why we have a Masterverse Catra to look at. She's going to have to be my stand-in for it, maybe the whole time. Not sure I'm ever going to be able to get a cartoon collection Catra, which is disappointing because this Catra is going to be a little taller than these guys, and she doesn't have the cat form she turns into like the cartoon collection does. But, that being said, she looks really cool. So, let's have a quick look at her packaging. And got Catra. Stuff. Picture of Catra. And then more. And there's the cross-sell. So we're not going to see those figures, but we are going to have a look at this Zodak. Probably the next video. Get Zodak done. There's Masterverse, and of course she's from Princess of Power, known as She-Ra, or in Australia, Sheila. So let's get her open and have a look. Ooh. So that's, I don't know if that's a stand in the back there, but I do like the way the box has got that little back bit in there. It doesn't feel like it can come out. Well, maybe it can. Let me have a quick look off camera and see if this is actually anything. Yeah, nah, it's attached. We're not ripping that open. So it is nice that there's a little bit of a textury bit back there if you are a mint-in-box collector. It's nice and easy just to split that piece of tape and take it out too. So, does she have some tyres on her? She does. We're going to have to do this off camera, fellas and ladies and everyone else. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this your favourite part of the review videos, where it's extremely loud because of the plastic? What's going on here? Interesting. And we have, whoops, our Masterverse Catra. And, oh yeah, this is already awesome. Look at her. Look at her little claws. That's really nice. So there's a very cool head sculpt. Big old ponytail coming down. This is a nice cloth cape. So, I'm going to get these bits of plastic off. As far as I can tell, most of, if not all of the cartoon collection and classic stuff doesn't actually feature any soft goods kind of accessories like a fabric cape. But we're going to see a fabric cape on her and the Skelegod that I've got for us to have a look at as well. Now, she also gets tons more articulation than these guys, as he only gets a elbow bend. Oh god, she's going to tower over him. I'm going to still count her as being able to fit in, because we're just going to assume that these men are all short and she is a big Amazon lady. Yeah? I mean, being a cat kind of woman, it fits. So anyway, she has ab crunch, double neck joint? No, single neck joint for her. She does have, so that plastic collar is attached to the cape, and that's what you'll have to take off. So you won't be able to have her with the collar and no cape. Nice. Nearly unrestricted leg movement. About forwards and backwards. Yeah, forwards and backwards is going to be a bit more of a struggle. Thighs and double knees, and none of these guys have double knees. It's all the single knees, single arms. Doesn't really restrict their movement too much. They're still really poseable, particularly when you get someone like Montana, who's just lanky and all over the place. But then you get someone who's infinitely not poseable. Let's have a look at the ladies of the Horde next to each other. Yeah, I can make that work. I don't mind that size. That's fine. Anyway, so we do have accessories for her. We have 2 different handies. Oh, not on camera. 2 different hands. These are these gripping hands? Yeah, so we got 2 gripping hands. And then we've got the 2 open sort of claw-like. The way she's gripping on like that. So I don't know if this will... you can sort of get it to sit in that hand, but if you wanted to hold it, you're going to have to switch to the other hand. Actually, let's do that. So you should just rip it off at the wrist and plop the other hand on. Oop, it's a tight fit. There we go. And she's got the back and forth wrist on that too. Sorry, I keep knocking the camera. Her legs are longer than my brain is making a accommodation for. But that means we can now put her wand in her hand. Then she has this really cool shield, although I'm pretty sure in the pictures it looks like that jewel is coloured. Let's have a look. Yeah. It should be a purple jewel, which is unfortunate. Suppose you could probably work out some way to colour that or paint it. While still making it semi-translucent. But anyway, like all of the shields in the Masterverse that I've noticed, they have the big, small section for putting them on the character. So it's always going to be on their left arm. Unless you have it upside down. So a shield like this, you won't be able to use, but say... oh, come on, get in there. Say, He-Man's round shield, you can probably have that on either side. We're just going to get that there. Hang on, I'll do it off screen. Do it live. Okay, you might need to switch that hand for the other gripping hand, because I just realised it's not actually going to go under there. So yeah, you'll need to use the other grippy hand if you wanted to hold the shield properly. But we're just going to jam it there and have her hold it like that. So there she is with all their accessories and all of her friends. But then what? Why is everyone falling over? But there's one last thing we can do. Let's just get that off. That's annoying me. Is she actually can have her mask come down over her face, like in the cartoon, and that's when she would transform into her purple cat mode. Sorry, camera. But what this means is there is one thing you can't do. You can't have her completely maskless, lest you want these giant slots on the side of her head exposed, because that's how the mask works. So it can just clip in either side and then move up and down without having to be removed. And I'll probably display her with it down because I like the way that looks. And there we go. That is the first of our Masterverse figures we're going to get to look at. We'll take a look at Zodak next, and then we have a Skelegod. And I also managed to pick up the Cartoon Collection Samurai Armor He-Man, which we're going to have a very, very grumpy look at. We have the Cartoon Collection 2002 Skeletor figure coming, and also the very, very cool Masterverse New Eternia 2-Bad. Hopefully they'll be here next week and we'll have a look at those. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, super important to me. Very important to me. Helps me to be able to keep getting figures, really. The more you guys watch, the more I respond to that. If you guys like watching this stuff, I'll keep making more stuff. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and everyone have a good weekend. Bye.